Hey guys, welcome guys. So today I will do the video to tutorial you guys how to run multiple Python version on Windows. So so the problem is you want to run different version on different project or um, yeah. So to run the different Python version on different projects, uh, I think you have the two options. The first one that you manually install the version that you want on your Windows system file. For example, here with CPython 2.5 or CPython 2.3, and you config the file path of that Python to the environment variable on Windows. For example, here we have environment variable in the path, and uh, maybe it's not here. It's, for example, here. Nope. I think it is in the OS system or something. No. We just uh, go into PowerShell and config that part to some sort of alias like Python or Python 3 or Python 2, something like that is there. Um, but for the Windows specific, we have the library called uh, PyMVWin. Is command line configuration. It's automatic config your alias and the path file for the Windows system is very convenient that I use that I recently use. Here is the Py for Windows. You guys may know the Py that we have the Py library, but I think it's just for Linux and Mac OS system. So this Py library is specific for Windows operating system. So how to install that? We first install that by this command line, and I just install that here. After I install, I open the PowerShell for reloading the system to get the alias. So the alias of that library is the PNV version. I checked that and I got the 3.11, 3.1. So uh, I personally installed -l to get all lists that installable to my system, and here is its own version of Python that I can install, and I installed the version 2.7.13, so I can config that Py or local to that version, to the specific version. Here's 3.5.2, and because I not install that, it's just pop out the error message. Then I do the that I got recently installed, and for this local mode, that is just like it just live on the directory environments. That's mean that you can use uh, this Python version on the directory that you config in here. I will just config in the direct directory. If I move out the direct directory, that I cannot use the Python local version here. If you want to use globally, you need to config that Python to global like this. tool you can use anywhere you want. So that is the basic of PN for Windows. So, and we have also we have also the Python virtual environment is like the idea that uh, you create the isolate environment in your computer. You can run tests in Python project, and you manage the dependency without interfering to with other project. Uh, for example, you using the scikit-learn package on the first project, and the second project you just do not want to import that package to the project, and you just want the Flash framework package. So you install Flash, and you want to specific project that different and isolated. So you use virtual environment to create that, to do that, and it had its own Python interpreter. That means you can have the multi-version based on which project that you want. And that it also set an insta package and isolate from virtual environment, and a different version of the same package. So it's very useful, and you can configure a lot of isolate version that you want to do, and it can config with the PN for Windows that I recently mentioned above. So it's a perfect combination of virtual environment and Python multi Python environment package like PN Windows. So after the after I set the local environment here, I can using that to create my virtual environment for my first. Um, I not installed virtual environment yet, but now I'm using Python 2 version, so I need to. It's not using van. It's using virtual environment. It's usual. Uh, uh, I got a little configuration because yes, I configured the environment Python encoding to UTF-8 to my paper install can understand what I mean. I don't know, but I just searched on Stack Overflow somewhere, and I can't figure it out. So after I install the sample package, I create after that I create the Python virtual environment class for the Python version by is called